test. Good morning. Morning, everybody. I was just waiting. Thought I was going to streaming on my own there for a second. Morning, Aaron. Morning, Amir. Morning, Ash. Morning, Omar. Let me know if I'm coming through okay, and I shall get started. Happy Friday. Morning, Dale. Hope you guys are all well. Looking forward to the weekend. Am I coming through okay? Just give me a little thumbs up in the chat if I am. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Morning, morning, morning. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate that. Okay, let's get into the markets, shall we? Let's get into the markets. So, SPX. All good. Thanks, Aaron. SPX today, we had an okay day yesterday. Actually coming on a wee bit of higher volume, which is quite good. So, this is all right. There's nothing there really telling me, okay, this wants to move just yet, but we're kind of getting what we want. That 20 is up here, that 200 is obviously there. If we get a decent day today, then it may be good for potentially this end of corrective, and we continue on. The only issue is how we close today. I mean, that's what the issue is. If we get a nice closure, as I said, then it will look a little bit better. We've got to visualize what price action looks like. Hey, morning, Clarence. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. If we don't get a decent closure, we could potentially come for another leg before we go to the upside. So until we get real confirmation on something, and certainly a break above this area would be added confirmation. We're still going to go and say this is pullback mode, but it does look certainly better than yesterday. However, 4 hour does look a little bit like what we've gotten previously, right? So this is my worry about it. Although it's good on the daily, on the 4 hour, we can dissect it and say, well, do we need possibly another leg a little bit deeper before we continue to the upside? It'll be interesting today. So if we do come out of this may be a good thing to look at. If we do come out of this, again, it might be give you a little bit more confidence in that risk-on sentiment, but wait for a real confirmation by a break of B wave here. This is the key area. For a bit more possible upward momentum in that stock market. And hey, maybe another good time to put a little bit more money in your investing account, possibly down here. If it does come down, a little bit more money down here, as we did down here. I want to talk a little bit more about that. What I'm going to do is Megan, I'm setting Megan up with a investing account, right? So she's got her job. She works in oil and gas. And hey, morning, Griff. Haven't seen you in a while either. Hope you're well. And what I'll do is I'll kind of show exactly what I'm doing with her account. Like, this is what I do every month. This is blah, blah, blah. It might help you. It might not help you, but it might help you. But I'll do that starting from next week. I just need to set up the account. Okay, the dollar is pretty strong. The dollar is pretty strong. So I'm going to stop calling a pullback here and just say the dollar is strong. If you got set up buying the dollar like we do in pound USD, it certainly looks good. Not massively extending on this daily. Remember, we have come from this movement here. So even though we're moving out, we're just moving out structure. So we think about where we moved before. Can we do that again? Yeah, I think we can. So I'm not going to go and say, well, maybe it could pull back, maybe it can't, because at the end of the day, this is a healthy upward trending movement. And, any kind of setups buying the dollar, because it is strong, I would certainly go with that. So nothing major to analyze there with me. Dollar strong. I'm all well, my friend. I am all well. Woke up in a good mood this morning. No particular reason, but just woke up in quite a good mood. So yeah, I'm all well, thank you. Okay, pound dollar, the pound dollar. I really like this setup. This is what I was waiting for. I was kind of hoping, I know hoping and praying is not a trading strategy, but I was worried that this was going to break last night. I was actually in my office here watching the Masters, looking at this come back up, being quite happy, saying, okay, good, I could get this tomorrow as long as Asia gives me the price action that I want. And it kind of has given me exactly what I want. So good risk reward here on this particular anchor. Or latest swing, which is nice. Breakout of this zone, which obviously for me is B wave, not B wave in the sense of a complex corrective. I mean, we could say A, B, shallow C here, but B wave in the sense that it's that higher high in this larger corrective from a downtrend, right? So a key area where I think there's probably a lot of buyers stops underneath this area. So B wave setup, cut with handle, ABC, push on, tag this area multiple times, lower lows, squeezing into that area. We do have our 30 to 50 now. And yeah, it's looking good for a break to the downside, if indeed it does break. Now, as I said when I put that kind of trade out, this doesn't mean it's going to be a winner. Okay, it doesn't mean it's going to be a winner. Daily is obviously good. Ready to move? Yeah, absolutely ready to move. You know, good bar here. You know, we've had a little bit of indecision, but we dissect this indecision and we're seeing what we're seeing on that 4-hour chart. So yeah, this for me is an A-class setup. Every trade I take, I think, is going to be a winner. I think if you don't think it's going to be a winner, you shouldn't be taking the trade. And that's nice. That is nice. Pound USD to the downside. There is also the potential here of a breakout retest. ABC, push on. You know, you can see it down there. Looking for a break underneath this area. 1, 2, 3, breakout retest on pound USD as well. So as I said, my max risk on one particular pair or currency will be 4%. And if I do get a breakdown here in the breakout and it retests on the hourly or 30 minutes, I will take both trades just simply because they look really nice, you know. So let's see. Not triggered in yet, but very nice setup. Morning, James. Morning, Audrey. Okay, what else have we got on the watch list today? We've got Aussie CAD. I did take Aussie CAD off for a day, and I've now put it back on because it looks a little bit better from this daily perspective. What it needs to do is possibly turn into that complex on that 20 for a retest. Movement back up to the upside. A little bit of time to go on that, but I'm certainly going to be watching it now because of this bar yesterday. Again, price action looks a little bit better, but it would need to turn into a complex now for me to consider a breakout retest on that moving to the upside. Pound USD I've done. UK 100. I was umming and ahhing whether I wanted to put this on the list, and it's actually breaking through now. My issue is obviously this on the daily. The difference is this is an index and not a currency pair. Okay, so that's the difference with the UK 100. If this was a currency pair or Forex pair, I would say, no way, I'm not taking that there. But I've put it on because I quite like it from here, you know, in this corrective, back from this impulse, push through, potential retest, movement to the upside. I'm going to see how I feel if it does indeed give us a retest or not. Like I said, my only issue is potentially this. Loss of momentum. It may need a harder reset, kind of like the SPX is doing, before continuation to the upside. Excuse me. But if we break above the area, it may look slightly different. You know, if we do break it up above here and get a retest, it may not look too bad because it is an index for movement to the upside. So I'm going to wait and see on that. I'm going to wait and see. But still on the watch list. I'm happy to watch it. I don't have to take it, obviously. Pound Swiss. Pound Swiss is still setting up. I need this to show some bearish price action down here for me to get potentially involved in it. So looking for something like this. Not going to go into this. Boo, boo, boo. Breakout to the downside. Not ready for a Friday, certainly. Possibly something for next week. And NZD CAD. NZD CAD is still there. I'm still in this on my aggressive entry. I'm still looking for a tag down on this area from this larger V reversal, something like this. Breakout of B wave as well, very similar to pound USD, but I need this tag on the area. You know, you can look here. So I was looking at this yesterday. right? There's the option of looking there. And I was umming and ahhing this morning as well, because B wave for me is key. So this area is key. But is the market respecting this section? And in which case, if it is, well, it is, right now it certainly is, it's a nice, really nice setup. So this is my dilemma. I like where the daily is. I like where the 4 hour is. But this is certainly a bit more of a key area. So if you're taking the break from here, there is still the possibility, because remember, it is counter trend, that we come here and then we just go boom, back to the upside on account of support at this area. So it's a funny one, and it's NZD CAD as well, which is not the best. I'd rather wait for a setup at B wave, but I certainly wouldn't mind if you got something like that. Possibly looking at maybe a breakout retest on it. I didn't see that this morning. Maybe there's something there instead. Breakout retest. It's a tricky one, you know, because that is nice. Breakout here. Stop loss above there. V reversal. Squeeze in. Certainly a squeeze in as well. Omar, can you please explain why you didn't get in GU yesterday? Why wasn't enough? Yeah, I'll go through that. I'll go through that. I've just got a dilemma in my head right now on whether I take that NZD CAD. Okay, I'll go back to that. Okay, GU. I'll go into GU. Why didn't take it? It just simply wasn't enough for me, Omar. So if we look at price action before yesterday, right? So we tagged the area here, very simple kind of, this is the rule, the 30 to 50%. If I take this away, so we were kind of here, which from this basing structure just wasn't enough. So if we look at it now, it just, for me, looking at it, okay, this looks enough to digest this basing structure. That's simply it. It's something that maybe comes with a bit of experience, Omar, to be honest with you. And I mean, ultimately, it was kind of right? It didn't go. I know that this is a one scenario thing, so it's easy to say, oh look, this happened here, and other times it might not happen. They just go. That's ultimately the, you know, the what's going to happen in trading sometimes. But for me, I just needed a little bit more. Just needed a little bit more because of the range of this basing structure. So as I said, it's probably something that I've got in with experience. And if we take this away, so if we say we forget, we don't know what's happening here. Right, let's remove this. So that there, here, again, just didn't look quite enough for me. Albeit it was nice, just didn't look quite enough, right? So yeah, maybe it's something that comes with a little bit of experience, GU. And finally, USD NOK. USD NOK. Does that make sense, Omar? I know it's I've not really given you an answer there apart from, oh, it's just, you know, just experience, but that's really what it comes down to for me. USD NOK. Yeah, no worries, mate. USD NOK. USD NOK is getting there. It's certainly getting there. I have to take it. I've modified this area here. So we was down here, but I think the market is respecting this section here, which is fine. That's okay by me, looking at a larger structure. All I'm looking for is that 20-period catch-up now. You know, 200 to come down a little bit more. This will probably be a Monday, possibly US session trade today for me, but I do like it as a counter-trend idea. So GU, USD NOK, buying that US dollar does make sense to me. Just need a little bit more accumulation. Again, think about it. Even though we've got cup with handle within cup with handle, we still need from here that kind of 30 to 50% digestion, which we're almost getting, and we will get once that 20-period catches up. So because it's a counter-trend idea, I really need that real squeeze underneath the area, because what we don't want to happen is if it goes now, let's say you take the breakout, what can happen is this, and then it does that, right? So that's what we don't want to be involved in, because we get stopped out and then it goes our way. Think about GU. You know, obviously it happened in GU, but we try to avoid that, which is why I want that accumulation, that 20, that real load up and squeeze into that zone, break out above the 200. So possibly US session tonight. or probably Monday session. I think that order will be placed. But I like that. I like it. Daily's good. We're above those moving averages now. Obviously, I talked about this extensively over the past few days in terms of this price action, why I like it. And certainly worth a punt. Or not a punt. That's just a figure of speech. A punt to the upside. USD NOK. So yeah, I'm pretty positive about the positions actually. Today on a Friday, which is nice. Let's have a look at your ones. Euro Swiss. Anything you want me to look at, guys, just put it in the chat and I will happily oblige. Euro Swiss. Okay, I presume you're looking here. Right? Yeah. That's all right, Omar. Yeah, that's good. So look in this. Breakout retest. Daily's good. Selling the euro. Like that. Yeah, Omar, I like that. I like where it is as well. Well done, mate. I didn't even see that. I'm going to add that in as well. See, this is the good thing about this community. I've only got 2 eyes. Sometimes I miss things. I am adding Euro Swiss shorts into my watch list. Euro Swiss short. 30 minute, 1 hour. B-Rev with the trend. You know, we come down here. The daily looks okay. You know, possible price acceptance underneath here. Didn't take from this impulsive move from the euro, which it does like to do through here. Yeah, I would certainly look at selling that. Well done. I like that. I like that. GU broke, did it? Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. That would be lovely to end the Friday on. Remember, even though it looks really nice, doesn't mean it's going to be a winner. We always think about the long term. December. But I do like it. But yeah, well done, Omar. I like Euro Swiss. EuroCAD. I think I may have an issue with this daily, but let's have a see. Yeah, I don't like the daily, personally. Although it's not as bad as the other ones. Okay, it's not as bad as the other ones, to be fair. 4 hours good. 4 hours nice. Here. Actually, let me look at the daily again. Actually, the daily's not too bad, to be fair. It's not massively extended. It has had a little pullback. It's not too bad. Yeah, I'll take that back. Actually, I take that back, what I said. 30 minute. Look in here. I don't think the context is as clean as Euro Swiss. You know, we haven't had the tag of this area there, in which case you're probably looking here, in which case you need, you know, a little bit more before you break. So yeah, if you get that, then I would consider that valid. I know you can say, well, it's tagged there. You know, I don't particularly like this, so that's why I would take it down to here and need a little bit of my digestion or pullback from this impulse from where it is now. So I don't mind it. I think Euro Swiss is better, but if you get that pullback, yeah, I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. The daily's not too bad. Forget I said that it's bad. The daily's actually not too bad. EuroCAD going with that trend. The 4 hours good. Just need the context to neaten up a little bit for me. But good spot. Another good spot. NZD CAD. Yeah, we talked about NZD CAD, right? NZD CAD. NZD CAD. Oh, I like it. I like it, you know. That seems to be the area we're respecting, right? We'll be there. Yeah, NZD CAD I like. NZD CAD I like. Omar. Let me go and have a look at that properly after stream. Swiss yen is ugly, but maybe something's there today. Swiss yen. Yeah, Swiss yen is daily's a bit of a mess. If you're looking short, yeah, it is a little bit ugly. It is a little bit ugly. I'd focus on the other ones. I think the other ones are nicer. Well done, Omar. Euro Swiss is certainly something I like. Well done. NZD CAD I like as well. NZD CAD. Okay, I'll make the decision after. I'll go and have a proper look at it and make the decision after on potentially taking that break on NZD CAD on that 4-hour chart. I'm in that. Remember, I'm in that on the aggressive. But let's see. Any other things you want me to look at, guys, before I head off? Bitcoin daily. Yeah, I had a look at Bitcoin. I think I don't really like this silver. This yesterday's bar. I'm not really comfortable with it. Not really comfortable with that. I don't think it's sticking out just yet. I understand what you're looking at. You're looking at this, right? I don't like here. I think maybe if you get a decent day today, right? You get your evening star, that would neaten it up because that would kind of disregard this, right? So we've got our, let's call it our second bar within a potential morning star, right? So if you get something like this, then that looks nicer. Okay, with just this here, I don't think that's enough to get me in. I'd rather have the market tell me, okay, we've kind of stalled here, roughly around this, whatever it is, 43,000 level. And, okay, we push on from now. I'd rather wait for this particular bar. That would give me more confirmation, I think. Yeah, I think that a bullish bar would neaten up. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'll love you and leave you. Have a lovely Friday. Have a lovely weekend. And we will be back on Monday. I'll let you know if I do take NZD CAD, obviously in GU. And let's hope for a nice end to the week. I think I'm due a nice trade. And let's see. Trade safe. Peace.